Tell you what.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not great.
I love to see it coming out at that height, JW.
So
really
do
do.
I.
It's like we manage your angle of attack so much nicer.
Yeah, because I have to go. I don't have a choice. Like, I have to go down and get this.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm here with my Players' Cup partner.
Hello, buddy.
Partner, Mr. Johnny Wunder. We're teaming up together at the Players' Cup a month from now.
Yep, Ryder Cup style. I'm the captain, but I feel like you and I will captain the ship together in unison from a golf cart.
I'm here to support you. You're there to lead us to victory, so we need to get ourselves 3 points. Well, you and I are together two matches.
We have 2 matches together. Well, we play 3 times together.
Yes,
so out of those pairings, we need to make sure we get basically 6 points actually.
Yeah, we do.
Between the 2 of us.
We do.
But I got some driver questions. That's a big club for me.
Well, I've got an extra incentive this year to make sure you're in the right driver.
Yes.
There's points in the line.
Yeah.
LaRoche, there's points on the line. We got to make sure we take down Bry. So,
and if we win, I'm done.
Yeah,
I want to go.
out.
I'm out. I'm out for the rest of my life. So
yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so really quickly, we're in August, sort of the dog days of summer, but this tournament's coming up. I've had a lot of good drivers this year. I've only had 2 main setups. I've had a 10-5, and I've had this one basically.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's right for me right now. I really don't.
Okay.
Speed's a little bit slower right now, but I want to find out what efficiency would look like in a driver. I'm going to kind of stick with that setup for a Players' Cup because hitting fairways is huge. So I need your expertise.
We're playing at Stream Song. So we've got the red, the blue, and the black at Stream Song. So obviously, like it can do, when you kind of head out there a little bit, it can blow a little bit in Florida. So we're going to need something that kind of like, we don't want it sailing up. We're not going out to the desert to play, somewhere where there's no wind to deal with. So we need it to be kind of good conditions. We've actually just finished a video talking about spin retention and why that's so important with driver, that we don't have too much variance with our ball flight. So we're looking for that, but I think it's got to be user friendly. It's got to, I think, cater to the shots you want to see, and it's got to help the ones you really don't want to see. Yeah,
I'd say if anything, I'd like to hit my little normal draw with ease. Like if I make a normal stock swing, I want to see it start a little right and hook a little left. Like that's when I'm playing my best golf. So
all right, let's use this as home base, right? So we've got the triple diamond, 8.5.
Yep.
Neutral standard. We've got the 14 gram weight in the back. Denali not out yet for
the consumer.
Soon. Yeah.
So this head at 8.5 is actually at 8.1 because I usually put it at +1. I actually grabbed this head to get it.
So you could set.
So I could see a little bit of loft. So
I love that.
That's why. But we'll use it as home base for now, neutral standard.
Very good.
And let's hit some.
Let's see some openers. Golf ball of choice, Chrome Soft X.
Chrome Soft X.
Okay, so we're done.
Yep. But that was a little high on the face. Like that wasn't, I wasn't mashed.
Nope.
But I want to call this out now. Okay, so that's a perfect example. 151, that felt like it took everything from the way down for me to try to catch up to like.
And guys, as we go along here, right, so one of the benefits, and same for you guys, when you get to work with someone over and over again and they get to know your game a little bit, looking down that, if I was meeting Johnny for the first time, I'd be like, excellent. 17 launch, just under 22 spin, 151 ball, good job, decent efficiency, blah, blah. But I know you're quicker than that, and I also know you're not normally as up in your angle attack as that, and your launch is not normally as high as that. So I know you get stuck on it.
Right.
So I know you're not quite rotating yet, so I know you're not in your sweet spot window. So when things get good, it should be more like 13 and 23, 24.
Right, as closer to 110.
Correct.
158, 160. That's cruising, right?
Yeah.
So, all right. Yeah, hitting up 7.5 on it's not something I would.
No.
Anything past 5 angle of attack for me is when I start dipping down in ball speed and swing speed. Everything goes south.
Okay.
So let's try to level this out a little bit.
Yeah, let's really feel like we kind of get our kind of chest really, turning through it. We want to start to kind of pull the handle a little more ahead.
Okay. That actually, considering I hit it way off the toe.
Who's your, when you think about somebody who plays well in the wind, who's the player who pops in your mind?
Rahm.
Love that.
Yeah.
You know, he's somebody who kind of gets that chest in that position. Like, I always think, I've just got a picture of Darren Clark hitting, you know, like flighted iron shots and stuff. And I really do think when you're trying to change your movement pattern, it's good to have that in your head.
Yeah, so for me, like if I'm trying to, like I would love to be able, my angle of attack to be at 3 or 4.
Right.
And middle of the summer, I actually had it down with a driver to 2 to 3.
Yeah.
A lot of it was I was teeing it down lower,
Yeah.
trying to get down and get it, playing with more loft, you know, playing what would appear to be a little bit further back in my stance.
That's better. Okay, so I want you to kind of think M for Matthews being basically on your Travis Matthews shirt is right where you are, rather than being kind of in the the seam between your arm and your kind of pec.
Yeah.
I want it to be on your Travis
See,
Matthews.
what I'm trying to do is leave 0 room for me to hit up on it.
Yeah.
Like that's, and that's where I've noticed that over the summer, I've actually played some pretty good golf from this way, so.
Okay. Try not to shuffle too far further forward.
Okay. That's coming out substantially lower, but right out of the gate, it's got more on it.
Yeah, I think we can bring you back into, from a delivery standpoint, it's almost like we maybe need to hit the neutralize button first before we get too deep into this. Because
Right.
I think if we start fitting you off a bunch of compensations, then we may, that's a better one. We may, we may end up at the wrong conclusion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So here we go. Normal tee height. See, once again, good strike, like good ball
really
flight,
like
but
that
still.
Still falling right.
Well, that's a lot of work. Like,
Yep.
and it's not a matter of the part being too stiff or whatever. It's just, you know, it's just getting my cadence in the right spot or my sequence in the right spot.
I think what's good about, you know, we just nudged you a little bit in the right direction with the first one was, you know, if we can get that ball position back just a little bit more, I really don't want to ever see that path for you get out to in.
Right.
If your ball position gets too far forward, you will get that. As the club continues on the arc, right, you'll get that. So ball position being a hair further back, J-Dub, will allow you to make sure it's coming from the inside and get our draw.
Right. Hey, that was closer.
Okay.
That was more the head just not gearing, you know what I mean? Like the head kind of stayed. Because I feel like I caught the inside of the ball. So when I hit it like that, I expect the ball to turn over.
Money.
Yeah, it was closer.
Absolute money.
That was out of the toe, but I'll take that. Like that to me, that's, angle attack went down 2 degrees.
Okay. Path was 0.6 right, face was square to the path, and it geared off of the toe strike.
Which is what this driver's supposed to do. So that was kind of this driver doing his job.
You like how that shaft feels?
I do.
Got a little more kick than your Ventus TR Blue?
Yeah. I mean, the 2 shafts that I know that I can hit, that I know feel good, like are in the pocket, are Ventus Blue, like OG Blue, and this one feel really good.
I think, you know, as Denali is as a true temper part or Project X specifically, that family, Project X typically feels quite stiff.
Yes.
I think from what I'm hearing from this, players who like it are able to feel it a little bit more.
See, right now I feel like I'm battling just a little bit, not enough loft.
I want to just play around with something a second here, just to see.
Like I would say I am operating at the high end of the deficiency spectrum for my game, right? I'm hitting high up on it. I'm not catching the face all that well. I'm not as fast, but there's still a driver set up somewhere in the middle where I could make that swing. The ball starts right and hooks left.
100%. Okay.
This is 9.
9. But it's kind of exactly what I was looking for. Like something coming out forward flying, J-Dub.
Right.
I think if you can get the feeling like you can get it coming out a little bit on that flatter, well, we kind of called those numbers early on, like 13.5 launched, 2,300 spin.
See, look at that, though. So if that's 3 degrees lower.
On angle attack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm not looking at, like these numbers for me, like whatever. Like
they will fluctuate and they'll do what they do. But
yeah, but I'm looking at the strike and the quality of the efficiency of the golf shot.
And the delivery. right? Looking at the quality of that, significantly better. You're managing your loft significantly better. You're able to now get the face closed relative to the path, which is gorgeous. So, I mean, ticking all the boxes for us there.
It's funny, Garrett Clark from Good hit triple diamond maybe 3 or 4 miles an hour faster than the standard head, and went to the standard head because of that reason, because he was consistently squaring it up. And he's like, if I know that I can do that even on my bad swings.
Yeah, we said it earlier on, we don't want 2 out of 10 home runs. You know, we're not playing, you know, at that batting average here.
No.
You know, we need this in place 70% of the time. Okay, so let's play a little bit with this this weight. You're actually really close already here.
Yeah, we're right in the ballpark.
Very close. We're little tweak away from being perfect.
And, you know, shafts are different for everybody, but like I just like the way this feels, and I know I can at least square this one up. Like I don't feel like it's overly boardy or.
Yeah. The good thing, I mean, and everyone feels things differently and has their own preferences, but the good thing for you and I is, like, I've seen this story before in my own game, and I kind of know what feels awful.
Right.
And sometimes when you're kind of getting a bit stuck on it, really stiff shafts feel awful.
I know. This one feels good. Whoops. I felt I don't know what you did. How you moved the weight over?
Just a little bit.
I could actually feel that a little bit. Where'd that tee go? So in your mind, when you move the weight over a little bit.
It's strike management.
Okay.
All it is really strike management. So we kind of hit 2 in a row marginally into the heel that geared a little more left than we want.
Okay.
So just by shifting the weight over, I want to solidify that strike and make it fly neutral.
Gotcha, okay.
Okay, so ball position, but more back.
This way.
Yeah. So close, dude.
I know.
So close. I'll take it. It's where exactly the start line I want. Little bit of a toe strike, 3 millimeters, but we do have the face 1.6 open.
7.
So if we look at where that is though, that's a marginal cut off of a 1.6. So that's really quite good. Again, I always say this to you and I say it to everyone. Does the ball flight match the delivery? Yes, it does. 1.6 open, marginal toe strike. 1.6 open, we normally cut more than that.
Right.
You've countered the open face a bit with a toe strike and you've missed it 16 yards to the right.
Okay.
No issues.
Oh, that was close. I'm like getting a little bit more face on it as I go. Do you know the interesting thing though, like, I mean, I didn't hit that great obviously, but I would say my optimal speed angle attack probably is like 3.5 to 4.
Most people's, it just, like you said, there's a tipping point of you stop rotating and you start tilting.
Yeah, it stops, yeah. But to be honest, like I'm not a person that works on his golf swing constantly. I'm not like going to Scott Cowks and getting all tuned up before the tournament. Like I have to find pieces of equipment that are manageable no matter what I show up with.
Exactly.
Like for a toe strike, that's awesome.
It's money. So it's absolute money. So we've dipped out into the 15 millimeters in the toe, 5 millimeters high. It's gonna spin low.
Yeah, but I mean, if you saw that ball in the air,
yeah,
it had some softness to it. There wasn't.
It has softness to it. It does.
There wasn't any.
Still coming into the landing area at 39 degrees.
Tell you what.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a great.
I love to see it coming out at that height, J-Dub. I really do.
So I. Like even.
I just think we manage your angle of attack so much nicer.
Yeah, because I have to go. I don't have a choice. Like I have to go down and get this. Like everything just went 3.5. See, all of a sudden it's like. It's close, man. It's right close.
So if you think about, we've just filmed another video. We had the triple diamonds, and we kind of just were dealing with misses to the right, weren't we? We just had like continuous.
Oh yeah, I mean.
And now you're giving us a ton of these ones.
I am so close to catching this, like right in the right part of the face.
Yeah.
And I'm not having to work hard. It's like almost just a couple of tweaks somewhere. And I don't even think it's with the club. I think it's just with my setup. Closer. I like it down like that.
Yep.
Because it's not, like I actually feel like I'm not swinging as hard. And the ball's coming, the ball speed, I mean, it's still like, compared to what I was doing before, which is like 151, 152, now I'm starting to live in the mid 150s again.
You're just putting way more pressure into the golf ball.
Oh, I'm close, hold on.
It's just, that's why this whole thing's like a Rubik's Cube. With that angle of attack now, we now need loft.
Yeah.
Right, we didn't before. We needed to take loft away, but now we're delivering 4 degrees less dynamic loft than we were earlier. It's a totally different set of circumstances.
But that's fitting is like it's all reactionary, right?
It is, exactly.
You're constantly reacting. That's like where it gets fun, even on tours. Watching Kellen Watson and those guys kind of poke and prod to see how.
Yeah, like because if you can nudge the swing towards the direction you know that it's going to be more functional, and then build the club around a more functional action.
Right.
I'll take that all day long.
All right, here we go. This is just back at neutral.
It actually is, yeah.
Oh, Frazier.
Close?
That's so close.
Okay. Just a little bit toey?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Skinny toey.
Okay. It's so close.
I know. It's just like.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a good one to end on.
Love it.
6-4.
Okay. So
Interesting.
you have one of these, as you said, at home.
Yep.
The next step is we're going to go play with it, right?
Yeah.
Let's pop yours on at this setting. We've kind of danced around. We went neutral draw, then we went -1 draw, then we went back to neutral standard because we saw you delivering, much less dynamic loft. I want to now get it on the golf course, and I want to go and see how comfortable you can be with that in the course.
Yeah, I've played with this head a couple times this summer and actually went really, really well. But obviously you're like, well, I think I might hit the triple diamond a little further or whatever. But once again, especially at 46 years old, I'm always looking for efficiency. I love hitting it far, and I know I can fling it out there, but like I don't want to rely on my launch conditions to hit good drives anymore. Like I have to be able to control it and once again raise my floor so the bad days aren't looking in the right trees all day. I don't miss it left ever.
I don't see that miss in you.
I don't miss it left. I miss it right.
Yeah.
No spin right, no spin right. So that was interesting. Like once again, I'm learning stuff as I go here. So.
Well, we've got Denali. The other chef we had for you is Ventus TR Blue. I never ever felt like that was appropriate to put that in there. There may be another couple of shafts we'll build for the on-course as well.
Right.
Just to see if there's some other things that from a field perspective. Now I know a little bit more about what you like to time. OG Ventus Blue was
1K would be the third one.
Yeah.
I would say 1K white for me, like tip to half, has always been one that's worked.
Have you tried 1K
well.
Blue yet?
Uh-uh.
That might be
I have it, but I haven't never tried it.
Is that what you have at home?
I have a 60TX at home. It's
TX,
untipped.
okay. I think I might just go X.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that might be good.
A little less torque.
Well, knowing that, your kind of day-to-day is a little bit more, like call it 1.7 to 1.12 range.
Right.
I think the TX parts always make it like, I'm really going to swing at this one. Like,
right.
You and I think, are a bit of the product of our own sort of downfall with that is that we get sent these things to try and they're not always the right things for us, but we have a duty to try it.
To make it, try to make it work. And earlier this year, I went to stiffer shafts and I really, really liked it, but I just, once again, I did it on my own. So I didn't know if it was set up properly and I had a couple of bad days. And I'm like, okay, this isn't going to work. So anyway.
Head, I think we're good with the settings. I want to build you a couple of things to try. Looking at where you are able to move your swing to with that ball position going back and being able to sort of change a few of the properties of the head, you're going to be humming at 70-75% of fairways out at 290 by the time the player goes
That's
around.
what we want, Fraser.
That's what we want. Okay, guys, stay tuned. We're going to do an on-course video with Johnny. We're actually got some more on-course stuff planned, which I think you guys will love. Stay tuned for that. We'll see you again soon.